All right, so I was trying to figure out what to kind of discuss about in this video. Different ideas came up, and this idea I've been wanting to discuss for this video. It's about great, not great, you know, basically playing your best Yu-Gi-Oh deck that you have came up with, that you created, that you want to utilize against your friends at locals, at like tournaments like YCS's, regionals, nationals, just like that. So those, I'm gonna discuss on ways to prepare yourself that I've learned, that I'm trying to utilize just to get better. Before I get to that topic for this video, make sure you hit that like button, sub yet to sub, and ring that notification bell to get notifications whenever I go live, post a video, post a short. Whenever I do, you get that notification. All right, so as playing this game for a very, very long time, basically since the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh, the card game, right? I've created many, many Yu-Gi-Oh decks to play against family, like cousins, against my friends, to play out locals. Uh, that I've played a local tournaments. So I'm not gonna say I play local. I shouldn't say that, right? But I've came across like I can't win games sometimes. There's games I can't that I just throw. So like I started like realizing like I need to get better, and how do I get better? So I've been watching other like YouTubers discuss ways to learn the game a lot better, how to play the game and make correct moves, because I could be playing for this amount of years, right? For over 20 years, but just to win games against friends can be very difficult. And like, well, like, man, I'm should I stop playing? Am I getting bored of the game? Am I not like practicing enough? Like, what is going on? Because like when I play Yu-Gi-Oh, it's to get away from the world, from like from life, and then just to kind of focus on a card game that I do and that I enjoy playing with my friends, with family and stuff like that. But what are some ways to get better? Well, there's some YouTubers that I've watched, and they said like there's ways, basically just kind of like, what is the first five cards that you draw that will be on your turn one? How are you gonna make those plays? Are you gonna practice those plays? And sometimes I do. And it also, like, how do you balance your deck, right? So I'll show an example. One of the decks that I've been working on, this is a cool deck box I got from the Pokemon Center about a year ago. um the deck that I've been practicing playing and became one of my favorite is Tenpai Dragons. So when Tenpai Dragons first came out, I bought the cards, I made the deck, and I was having fun with it. Of course, some friends generally enjoy Tenpai Dragon. It's one of those really toxic decks and a meta, and it won worlds last year, and this year is not that great. I saw it in a couple deck listings, and it topped a couple like YCS's, just a couple YCs, in the United States just not too long ago. But it was a version of like not the actual whole Tenpai Dragon, because some of the cards got banned. But like how I learned that deck was like I was watching YouTube videos and trying to get familiar with the deck, so I can like, oh, I want to play this at locals. I want to use this and play. But after a while, if I take a break from playing the game for like a week or two, I forget how the deck is utilized. So what are some other ways to learn? Well, there's Master Duel. Now with Master Duel, it can be tricky because the Master Duel has a different type of a ban list. So you'd be lucky enough where that ban list is, that the cards that are banned could be identical to the TCG ban list. But you cannot. So it's kind of difficult to play that game. To learn, but you can learn different strategies, and you can use that to your actual TCG deck. Um, Another way is like dueling book, dueling nexus. So those are ways that you can learn the game. um and I'm been trying to push myself to learn, because man, it just taking a break from playing a game and you're trying to get back into it, it can be very annoying, you know, because you're just playing and you throw a game, like you make one wrong move, uh, and so you know, just yeah, push yourself. But I've been running into this problem, another problem. Like, I'm running into this problem, and one of the problems is making way too many Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I have, man, phew, I have my Tenpai Dragon, which is a Tenpai Dragon with Cashier, with Bestial, with Fiendsmith, right? That deck has like four different type of archetypes into one, and trying to learn one, you know, for me, like my brain doesn't process that well, right? It like as I get older, I don't have those fast reflexes. So trying to memorize those plays for one deck, it I can go blank. I literally can go blank, and um it could be annoying. It could really be annoying for myself. But like, so the decks I have, so Tenpai Dragon, it's a Tenpai Dragon. I have the Evil Twins. I have Melodious. I just created a Cyber Dragon deck, which is not really good. I made it, and I touched like maybe once that deck, that the Cyber Dragon deck, to touch it like maybe once against my friends, and I stopped playing it because like there's more I can do with that Yu-Gi-Oh deck, and um you know, I just don't. After I played it once, I'm not gonna play it again. I'm not gonna mess with it. What's another one? So I said Tenpai Dragon, Evil Twin, Cyber Dragon, Melodious. I had a Ryzel and I stopped. A lot of cards got banned that that I need. Um, uh, oh, I made Malice, and like like when before it got really popular, or like when it was gonna get popular, I made a Malice deck, and I just made it once, right? And I left it in the deck box, and I didn't mess with it after that. I'm like, it's too complicated. I'm not gonna mess with it. And sure enough, cards got banned as Ryzel did. But I'm trying to make it again. And I'm gonna mess with it, to see how that goes. There's another one. Like I'm working on a Edison deck. Just haven't gone to finishing it. And then like I'm gonna do something else with my Tenpai Dragon. Um, so you see, like I make so much and I don't focus on one. And one of the things I've learned is if you make a deck and you want to go with it, you want to play locals, you want to play the YCS, you want to play at regionals, right? Learn one deck, get familiar with it, and just keep playing it, right? And get to know, get familiar with that deck that you make, and just go, like just keep playing it. Like one of my buddies has oh my goodness, why I'm drawing a blank, a branded deck that he made, and he's very familiar with strategies with that deck, and it's really good. It's a really good deck, and I sometimes, well, most of the time I can't beat it, right? uh so like just trying to get familiar with that deck. So this one right here, my Tenpai deck, I am familiar with it. I've been learning different strategies, and you know, sucks. Now, a lot of players that are, let's say they top locals almost every week, right? Or they go to different locals and then they're just taking over, right? And they keep with the same deck that they made, and they keep winning. Why are they good? Well, they practice, they put time in. Legit, like I would say, like if you're a COD player and you're really good at COD, and people just hate on you, well, it's because either one, you're cheating on COD, or two, you just play every single day and you're really good at that game. So how do you be perfect? Well, you keep practicing, right? Keep practicing with that deck. You keep learning different strategies, different ways of winning. That's how you get good. And those people at locals, people that are just topping at big tournaments, they just practice every single day, put time in, hashtag time in. Um, and for me, like I'm a busy guy. I play for fun. I do want to get competitive. There is a goal of mine to win a big tournament one of these days. I just don't have you know, I get very nervous. The anxiety just kicks in, and I just don't want people to get mad that I'm playing slow and all that. But yeah, so like practice, right? And I'll say one of the big reasons why is like if you don't practice, and it shows, and you have a card and you're just reading and reading and like, right, you didn't practice enough, or it's just you just forgot, and the nerves just kick in and you just forgot. But yeah, so that's what I want to discuss in today's video. It's just like, how do people get better at the game? How do you get better at the game? How do I get better at the game? It's just the practice, focusing on one deck that you made. Keep practicing, keep playing it until I guess the ban list hits, or this more meta decks came out that will come out and they just beat your deck, and you make a new one, right? Or just fun, just if you gonna use a different deck, for example, my Evil Twins, I might take a break from Tenpai for a little bit and just focus on this, get to learn and familiar with different strategies, and you go with it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is something I just wanted to discuss about. I have another idea. Another idea is the different types of, let's say, items that I use and take with me when I go to a local card shop to hang out with my friends. What are those items? What type of, you'll see. But if you got to the end of this video, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the love and support. I am trying to reach that YouTube partnership, and I got lots of work to do. I gotta put some hashtag time into my channel. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I get that by the end of the year. That's the goal of mine. But without further ado, make sure you hit that like button, you've yet to sub, ring the notification bell, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya. Bye.